I have to ask, because you are clearly like, you're in the zone. I'm like, I have so much to teach you. Right? Like, what even got you interested in this? Because you are just like,
I'm going to
like,
spill the beans. I am a former, and sometimes as a side hustle, seduction coach. So yes, for 30 years.
Well, I mean, it doesn't surprise me with your voice.
Well, thank you.
But no, what does that mean?
Well, what that means is I've taken guys who, you ever known a guy who's a good-hearted guy, a guy who fairly presentable, but he was always the big brother, the best friend.
In the friend zone all the time.
In the friend zone. So I teach guys how to get out of the friend zone into the bleep zone through the use of language. And this came to my own story of being a geeky. I'm 6'2", about 210. I'm a little chubby. Back then in my college days and early adulthood, I was 6'2", 127 pounds. And I could not get a lady in a woman's prison with a fistful of pardons. I was just unattractive. And so I spent years trying to figure it out. And then I stumbled on a discipline called NLP. I don't want to get into a technical discussion about NLP, but it taught me how to use my words to get over my own shyness and then to communicate in ways that were very seductive, very attractive. And I thought, wait a minute, I can teach other guys how to do this. Cut to the chase. I taught thousands of guys. And around 2006, I not only started getting emails with pictures of family and children, I started to get students communicating to me that, hey, I met the woman of my dreams. If I've been using your stuff for sales, my sales have gone up for like 300, 400%.
Wow. Well, okay. So this, I'm just like, whoa. All right. But it totally makes sense, right? This, if you can utilize the power of language to break down some of those preconceived like barriers, those that somebody may have, a woman may have for you, you're trying to kind of come out of like that disadvantaged spot, right? I mean, it's super powerful. If you can use this for relationships, it would make sense that all of a sudden people were like, why would I discontinue using it? Like, right? It's relationships in general. And that's what sales is. So you had some of your clients now say these learnings are going to continue to serve me, and they just kind of self-applied it to.
Yeah. And then what I did is I'm restlessly creative and constantly dissatisfied with what I create. I always want to go to the next level. So I dove back into my mad scientist language lab. And I thought, well, you know, I'm off the cuff. I've been called the Wizard of Words, the mad scientist of sales, and some other names I won't repeat here. And so I dove back into my lab. I thought, let's start applying this and see how it works. And I took some selective clients, some very hard-hitting go-getters. And I thought, let's see if I can up their numbers.